Now, Gianluca Prestiani will have no future at Benfica if he's found guilty of racially abusing Real Madrid's Vinicius Jr. The Argentinian is being investigated by UEFA following allegations made by Vinicius during last month's Champions League playoff in Lisbon. The incident during a Champions League game suggesting Vinicius had incited the crowd with the way he celebrated his goal. He also didn't condemn Prestiani.
FIFA President Gianni Infantino is adamant his organisation is actively trying to kick racism out of the game following the alleged abuse of Vinicius Jr. in the Champions League. Speaking to Sky News correspondent Rob Harris, Infantino confirmed one of the things that FIFA was looking at was the potential ban of players covering their mouths to communicate while on the pitch.
One of the things I don't understand is why a player has to cover his or her mouth when he says something to another player. Of course, when you deal with a disciplinary case, you have to analyze the situation, you have to have evidence. If a player or anyone involved in an official capacity in the game does say something covering his mouth, there will be a presumption that he acted in a way which is not admitted or admissible. When, of course, there is the racist protocol that started, because we did that as well. So if a player goes to the referee and tells him there was a racist incident, and the referee does this, then we should check what has happened before that. And again, I simply do not understand. If you don't have something to hide, you don't hide your mouth when you say something.
In their Champions League game against Real Madrid, where Vinicius Jr. alleged racist abuse, Mourinho involved in the discussions around whether what happened was Vinicius' fault or not.
I have to be honest, this is what's really wound me up. I think it's disgusting what Jose. They really are. He's had a go at him for celebrating a goal. I mean, he scored a worldie, a fantastic goal, which we should all be talking about, and he goes and celebrates. He doesn't antagonise anyone, by the way. His celebration is absolutely fine. He goes over, he celebrates, he enjoys his moment, and that's it. He gets booked by the referee for celebrating, which, in my opinion, is disgraceful as well. And then he gets abused. And he has to then go to the referee and say, I've been abused. Say that he brings it upon himself. I think it's outrageous. I think it's totally unfair. Vinicius Jr. comes under criticism all the time because he's the one getting racially abused. So you can't say that he brings it upon himself, or, it's always when Vinicius Jr. is on a football pitch. Well, it's because he's the one getting targeted. And I think his comments in reflection, I think he will regret them. I think he's made a massive mistake, and I think he's bang out of order to question Vinicius Jr. for celebrating a brilliant goal that he's entitled to do.
He has antagonised crowds before, not faced racial abuse, alleged racist abuse.
He's so contradicting, right? How scoring a goal and being respectful when Jose in world football, when you big moments and big goals, Jose Mourinho runs on the pitch. I've seen him run down the line, shushing the fans. So don't tell me he can sit there with a straight face and say, yeah, you shouldn't do that. He should be respectful. What are you on about? Well, we're going to stop players celebrating amazing goals in the Champions League in a massive game? Come on. Vinicius Jr. didn't do anything wrong, in my opinion. The celebration was absolutely fine. There was nothing wrong with it. The referee was out of order, in my opinion, for even booking him, which caused even more of a problem. But Jose Mourinho's comments, I think, are bang out of order.
Yeah, even if he did antagonise the crowd, you don't deserve racist abuse.
Football could be on the verge of another explosive rule change after Gianni Infantino, president of FIFA, declared that players who cover their mouths during on-pitch arguments should be sent off by referees. Infantino's strong stance comes amid growing concerns over hidden insults, alleged discriminatory remarks, and secret exchanges that cameras and officials cannot verify. The proposal, backed in discussions with the International Football Association Board, aims to increase transparency and crack down on abusive behavior in football. If enforced strictly, this could mean instant red cards for players who attempt to shield what they are saying during heated confrontations. No more whispering behind hands. No more concealed trash talk. Referees may soon have the power to punish players immediately for attempting to hide their words. With global tournaments approaching, this bold declaration is already dividing fans worldwide. Is this a necessary move to protect respect in football, or an extreme step that could change the emotion of the game forever? One thing is certain, the debate is just getting started.